Right? Yeah, looks like we're live. Greetings, Varlets. I am I can even talk today. Tongue twister, blah, blah, blah. Okay, greetings, Varlets. I'm Interrogator Rosario Rivas, attaché to Lady Inquisitor Marcholme of the Order Hereticus, and welcome to Looking Cute and Drawing Minis. I'm coming at you live from the grim dark future, currently broadcasting from the high world of Virago. The theme music for the stream is Chords of Lament and Hope by the venerable liturgist Adam Bell. We also had music from 140k Mechanicus, which is composed by Guillaume David and copyright Bulwark Studios, and music from 140k Warhammer 40k Darktide, which is composed by Jesper Kyd and the copyright of Fetch Games. All other music provided to us by filmmusic.io and Pixpree.com. And today we're continuing to draw the Deathworld Veteran Agent, which is for my kill team of Inquisitorial Agents. She hails from the planet of Mahir and is well versed in combat against the deadly Tyranid menace. Alright, how are you guys doing? Everybody okay? Let's see, anybody in here? Oh, we got Viza saying hello. How you doing, Viza? What you been up to? Let's your intro gives me flashbacks to the Classic Enemy opening where they do the sponsor spot. Okay. You like, what was it? This anime was brought to you by, can't remember what companies would, sponsor the animes, but I know what you're talking about. My bit. Everything good? Mine says I can't remember the common one, but yeah. And I'm doing well. Less busy than last weekend. Haha. Oh, nice. At least I hope that's nice. Sometimes not being busy can be a bad thing. But hopefully this not being busy is a good thing. Alright, so where was I last week? Okay, I think we were working on the chitin. Now where is the paint for that? There we go. We isolate that layer just so I can make sure to grab only that color. And Muzz says sometimes yeah, but this time it's relaxing. Oh, happy to hear it. Yeah, so far we've come a long way with our resident Deathworld agent. I think he's looking pretty good. We finished up the top part of her chitin armor. We gotta start working on the bottom part here. And then we got Hecaton saying, hey there, Rosario. How you doing, Hecaton? How have been the streams going? And then Hecaton says, all good. So how did the playing V Rising go? You get further in? Anybody here play V Rising? Oh, then Hecaton, obviously. Doesn't look like this is actually reading my brushstrokes correctly. Gonna have to maybe get... Boys, take this down for a second. Sometimes if you don't plug it in, it won't read it. Try this again. Okay, that says good. Took me 3.5 hours to kill Tristan. Oh wow. Is that a good thing? And Visa says, not that one directly. I've played a few imitators like Holocure. Unless I'm mixing up vampire games. And Heckerton says yes and no. Okay, let's see if I can make it actually pop up. Here we go. And I'm not, at least I'm not aware of Holocure. That one sounds a little more VTuber-y than a vampire game. But then again, like I said, I don't know about Holocure. I've never heard of that game before. It doesn't look like it's quite reading my brushstrokes here. Let's try a different brush just to see. That looks a little too. This one. Hopefully that one's a little bit better. Maybe it's the fact that I have it too big of a size. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's take it down to about a 20. Hector says yes and no. Yes, because people watch me suffer in the game. No due to being stuck on him. And then Bai says, I am. I'm thinking Vampire Survivor. Okay, I've heard of that one. Yeah, that's what the problem was. I had it at a brushstroke that's a little too big. But yeah, Vampire Survivor is a very different game. I would say that V Rising is a little bit closer to... What's it called? Well, Hanson, you said it yesterday. It's like Diablo and... well, I liken a lot to... Blood Omen, there we go. Why am I forgetting things today? And Visa said, yeah, I looked it up. A friend of mine plays both, so I got them interchanged. And the heck of says he's back. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully the ads weren't too annoying, and they maybe were a little bit more appropriate to what you need. And then we got 78 Rose saying, hi, Rosario. How was your week? Hey, 78 Rose. My week has been pretty good. I can't really complain. Work for the Imperium never ends. I'm always busy, but here we are back at drawing this wonderful character that I hope you all love. How you been? What you been up to? And Hecate says, how's it going, though, Visa? And then howdy, 78 Rose, and then hey, Hecate. Nice to see the chat all chatting along. 70 Rose says, got engaged, so it's been the best week of my life ever. Hey, congratulations! I hope you two have a wonderful life together. What's a big day? And Hector says congratulations, and when's the invite going on? Yeah, we all need an invite. And somebody else says thanks. Hey, you're welcome. I hope you have a wonderful time together. Okay, right now, what we're trying to do is trying to make this look like a natural piece of armor from a bug. So we're adding some striations to the armor itself. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of going over with the sort of cream color, but also the erasing at the same time to give it that sort of uneven surface. Peyton says, these days, you can't assume they are marrying the opposite sex, but hopefully it goes off well. Did you or your partner propose, 7A Rose? Yeah, good question. Propose to who? Oh. Am I on the wrong layer? I think I'm on the wrong layer. Great. Hate it when that happens. Okay. We'll fix that right now. And there we go. Okay, we'll rename this here real quick. All right, and now on to the shoulder pad right here. Did anyone working on any new projects? Hickathon, you've been, have you finished all those, minis you were painting? Hickathon says, still working on my Dwagon. That's how you saying that, right? Dwagon? And no, sadly, got another 2-year backlog to chew through. Oh wow. I feel that. Liza says, I've been learning some mechanical stuff as I work with grommets, pipe fittings, and alcohol resistant quick release valves. A lot of new stuff. Ugh. Why? Ugh. That sounds like a lot of very interesting things. Very interesting things. I am just all kinds of tongue-tied today. The advice is mainly finding out things that I need right when I need them, rather than beforehand. Well, hey, as long as you got them before or right when you need them, and not after you need them. That's the worst, I would say. Yeah, I'd say that's looking pretty good. Alright, and we are done with the armor. At least, with this tone. I'm debating whether or not adding a third tone to a lot of these things, because I already added a third tone to her skin. But so far with the armor and the clothes, I seem to have gone so far with two-tone. I don't necessarily mind that right now. I mean, it's looking pretty good as is. We'll see once we've at least completed all the two tones for everything else. But I'd say it's about that time to work on the blade. And actually for the blade, we'll go ahead and make sure that it's just nice and shiny. Because this thing is being sharpened daily. So there won't be any striations. At least not on the edge. And then here's what we'll do. We'll start adding, or at least should I say, start subtracting here. Metsu says, "Oh, Rosario, have you seen the new Saturn box set?" Yes, I have. They actually look pretty neat. I've never been much of a fan of the new Dreadnought design, but this seems like a pretty cool combination of both the old and the new. It's also Dreadnoughts, right? They're not just are they Terminators or are they just Dreadnoughts? I'm not quite sure. Maz says, I was surprised at that too. The original Saturn were pretty yikes to me, but the new ones seem to look awesome. And it's both. Oh, okay. So it's both Terminator and Dreadnought. And we have a first-time chatter, J. Ray Henry. How you doing, J. Ray? Welcome to Looking Cute and Painting Minis. I'm Interrogator Rosario Rivas, and I'm currently more like drawing a character for my Inquisitorial kill team. She is the Deathworld Veteran Agent. But welcome! How did you come across my stream? Find me here on Twitch, or did you find me on YouTube or my Instagram? And also, I ask all my my new chatters, my new varlets, I ask them, how'd you get into Warhammer? If you have got into Warhammer. Maito says, yup, with some of the termies being like the heavy suit people, no hands and weapons, just fixed to the arms. Oh, okay. So yeah. So they're a mixture between Terminators and Dreadnoughts. Gotcha. G. Henry says, I think it was the Death Guard guy on YouTube. Adeptus Ridiculous really made the push for me on Warhammer. The Death Guard guy. What Death Guard guy? I know you said it's ridiculous. You mean like the video that they made on the Death Guard? Because it was a pretty good video. The one on Nurgle specifically, I really like that one. And then Visa says some are traditional turbies. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's a little confusing because it's just called the Saturn. So I wasn't sure. They kind of have this Dreadnought vibe, but they still have kind of a Terminator design while being bigger. So it was very confusing. Oh, okay, here we go. J. Henry says, or J. Ray Henry, sorry, says, "Lol, sorry, your Death Guard video was the first one I saw of yours." Oh, nice. So you like the Death Guard that I put together. Yeah, I definitely plan to paint more of them. So he won't be the last. I have a whole kill team that I have in mind. I actually have all the models already. So I look forward to actually painting more of them. But I'm a little upset right now because recently, 3rd edition of Warhammer 40k came out. And I don't think I saw any Death Guard being playable. And that is a little upsetting. I gotta double check. Hold on, let me double check right now. Fortunately, I have the kill team map. And having a full kill team made is a little, and not being able to play them now is a little upsetting to me. Let me double check. Okay, no, they're still there. Okay, I was freaking out there for a second. Okay, so I can still play my Death Guard. Cool, good. Yeah, because I have Death Guard, and I want to add them with some Poxwalkers, and seeing that they changed a lot of things for 3rd edition, and some of the kill teams that I have are outright discontinued. It's a little disappointing, a little upsetting. Like the Zeech one that I've been working on for a while, which was my Village Cursling one. I can't play that one as I was planning to play it anymore. And Jane Ray says, Nasty, you're making more. I collect Death Guard myself. Nice. Yeah, they're really cool. I do like the Death Guard. I wouldn't say they're my favorite Chaos Space Marine design, but they were one of my favorites once upon a time. I'm currently more into the Iron Warrior, I guess, look for the Trader Space Marines. Really like the Iron Warriors and their old machine aesthetic. But I think that the Death Guard don't get represented as they should, because everything that we know of Nurgle is that all his followers are very happy. They love Papa Nurgle and they love their life, and they're very joyful characters. And whenever I see a Death Guard, they always look so sour and dour. So I wanted to make my Death Guard look a bit more happy. So I have done some kit bashing and used some proxy heads in order to give them that more happy look. I can't wait to show you guys what I have cooked up and when I start painting them. Visa says, Death Guard have a lot of cool models. I think I kind of like the Heresy era versions more though. Still deathy, but more unique feeling look. I do like their look. That whole white, sort of that off color white. It's really neat. I'm actually thinking of making a, well, I was, again, until they changed a lot of the kill team rules, again, which I don't like. I'm a little upset. I had all these ideas for kill teams, and now they're dead in the water because I won't be able to use them at all. But I had in mind making a Death Watch kill team and having it filled with former Trader Guard, or should I say Trader Space Marine chapters. But now I can't do that. And one of them is going to be, but they were all going to have, so I was going to put them all together and make them all what they call black shields. I think that's what they call the ones that come from backgrounds that shouldn't be, well, pretty much they shouldn't like speak of their background because there's like some issues, or if they come from heretical backgrounds or whatnot. So I wanted to make a whole kill team of of black shields. But I want them to have the silver Deathwatch arm with this Deathwatch pauldron, but them all sporting their original colors. However, none of them will be sporting their original logos. Of course, they would have that sort of black shield pauldron. But you'd be able to tell which legions they're from. And I wanted to make one of them a Death Guard, or I guess what would be a Loyalist Death Guard. So I want to give them that sort of cream color armor with the green. I thought that would look really nice. But again, now I'm going to have to rethink my whole kill team idea because of 3rd edition and them no longer having a Death Watch kill team. Sorry, everybody, for spurging out there for a second. Okay, so I think we are done with the bone blade. I think that means we're done with this color. Sweet. And then, why is it that texturing on the blade looks fancy? I like it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been taking a very miniature painting form with this drawing. I'm really happy with how she's coming out. Yeah, I think we're gonna work on the black parts of the drawing now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna have to lower the opacity on the base color just so I can see where the lines are here. There we go. Let's see how that looks now that there we go. Yeah, already that line work on the hair is looking really good. I'm very happy with this right now. And then Visa says, very nice texture and luster. They ask what you mean, luster? But thank you. Okay. With the gun, we're gonna have to do something a little bit different. let's get a different brush here. And we'll select the opacity here. Okay. And Visor says, yup, brain flopped on which spelling to use. Hey, no worries. Okay, I think that gun is looking pretty good. Gonna have to do some edge highlighting on that, but hey, that's usually how we do it. Next up are the shoes. And Hackathon says, time to binge watch my dress up, darling. Got proper confirmation for season 2 for it. Oh, nice. I really need to watch that one. I've been hearing it's really good. I just haven't been able to catch it yet. But it's incredibly good. Very sweet. Yeah, it looks very, very good. I really want to check it out. Peyton says, doesn't feel like a rom-com. Yeah, because I've recently been watching Sakamoto Days. And I just finished watching Where the House Husband, which funnily enough, they seem to have very similar premises. Hackathon says, but it's more about trade skills and the development for it. And then Hackathon says, try Gekkan Shoujo no Saki-kun. I don't recognize that name. What's it about? I think we're gonna need definitely a third tone for the gun. Let's rename this. Black mid-tone. Go ahead and add another layer. And then Hecton says, an obvious manga artist and how they make their manga. Ooh. And then he says, Hackathon says, it's purely a comedy show. I'm gonna have to check it out. I do like my comedy anime. I think my favorite comedy anime of all time has to be, Cromartie High. Yeah, those edge highlights. I'm telling you, my favorite part of painting anything, including now drawing, is edge highlights. Look at those. Look at that. That gun looks great. Hackathons laugh at it. Komori High School. I met Cromartie. I wasn't sure if it's a C. It's Cromartie. And yeah, so he says, the Komori High School. I haven't heard that in forever. Yeah, it's so good. And the Hackathon says, for me, it has to be Golden Boy or GTO. I love Golden Boy. Golden Boy is great. Study. And that advice is freaking incredible. Yeah, Cromartie's pretty good. Hayton says the dubbing for Golden Boy is just glorious. Yeah, it's actually one of the best dubs I've ever heard. See, I'm very weird when it comes to dubbing. I like the language of the anime that I watched to match the setting. So if the anime is set in a Japanese or maybe more Asiatic world, I'll watch it in Japanese. But if it's more Western, or if it's got more of a American or European vibe, I'll watch it in English. However, I recently watched. It was a Vampire in the Garden. It's on Netflix. It's pretty short. It was okay. I'll not even say it was the greatest anime I've ever seen. I felt kind of pointless after I watched it. But it was actually set in a sort of Slavic setting. So I was scrolling through on Netflix to see what dubbing it had, and it had a Polish dubbing. And I thought it worked really well with the setting. So I watched it in Polish. And Heckerton says Initial D is an amazing dub. I've tried to watch Initial D, or at least the ones I've seen, and I couldn't get over the weird lip movement. Heckerton says, I'm not saying one is better than the other, but after a while, it becomes preference. Monster for sub/dub is just as good as one another. I was watching Monster for a little while, but I couldn't finish it. I don't know. Eventually, I kind of lost interest. I don't know why. I should give it another chance, but it was kind of losing me for a little bit. But I was enjoying it. I was watching Monster in English because that's the only version I could find. Okay, Thaddeus says, kind of a big brain to watch anime. Hey, Thaddeus, how you been? Too bad I had small brain and need dub. Yeah, like I said, I'm just weird like that. Like for instance, I was watching Black Lagoon. And you know how in Black Lagoon, it's all set in Thailand and a lot of the characters are sort of American or at least very much not Japanese. But the main character is Japanese. So what I was doing is, again, me being weird, is that I was watching it in English. But whenever the main character, Rock, would think to himself or be speaking to himself, I would switch to Japanese. Just for those bits. Like I said, I don't recommend anybody do that. That is for my own personal immersion. I am very much obsessed with languages and I love learning languages. And I like seeing things in very specific ways. But it was very fun to switch from the English to the Japanese and back again. Especially when the latter episodes were set in Japan. I remember really liking that because it's like I would have a lot of the stuff in Japanese, but whenever Ravi would be in any situation, I'd switch it to English because Ravi wouldn't be able to speak Japanese. In fact, that's a whole plot point later on. And Hector says, Thaddeus, another good one in dub is Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. Yes, Ghost in the Shell is great in English. Both the standalone complex and the movie. Hakato says the lip syncing is a bit tough on Initial D, but the dubbing is worth a shot for it. I might have to check it out. This is another good one is Goblin Slayer. Weirdly, in another good sub/dub. I've only seen it in the Japanese one. I really like it though. I am eagerly awaiting for more seasons of Goblin Slayer. Man, I love how that hair came out. Look at that. Look how that hair came out. It's just so good. Oh, I need to give it some shine here at the tips. Okay, we're gonna save this. Okay, what next? What next? I think what we have next is the wooden parts or the little like spidery legs. The ones that are holding the armor to her chest. So let's go ahead and rename this layer. Black high tone. Fortunately, because it's more wooden texture, I don't have to worry too much about. Maybe I should delete that. I need a lighter tone. That's a little too dull. You can barely see it. But yeah, that looks a little bit more noticeable. And thankfully, because again, like I said, it's wood, you don't have to be too precise with the line work. Just bring it down. Doesn't matter if it's a little squiggly. It's actually gonna look really good. And then here for these bits, we're gonna do the same kind of texturing that we did with the chitin of the armor. So we're gonna stipple it on, do little lines here and there. And there we go. She is looking nearly done, I would say. I might add a third layer for her clothes. And we still have a little bit of an embellishment to do, which is right here on the gun. Which is the, I forget what you call that. It's not an aquila. The skull with the wing. Yes, I'm gonna isolate this layer here. Oh wait, I don't wanna select that. J. Ray Henry says it's Imperialis. It is Imperialis. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know what to call those. The skull with the wings. But yeah, Imperialis, thank you. Oh, wait, I think I had the color right here. Okay, we're gonna color the Imperialis, thank you. Same color as the highlight. So it'll stand out. And we got a bot. Alright, bot. Bye-bye. We don't stand at the abominable intelligence here. Say no to the men of iron. And now we'll add a third layer here. Wait, what tone is this? Okay, that's the wood. So I will rename this Brown Mid Tone. Call that white highlight. I'm debating whether I should actually color in her eyes or leave them that deep black. I might leave the deep black. Okay, what else is left? Yeah, let's go ahead and add a third layer to the green. I feel like it needs one. Let's isolate this layer just so I can get this color. And then Vaz says, hard to say, the black kind of fits the look. Yeah, I know, that's why I'm like a little torn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be very sparing with the green. Yeah, I think that works. Just some light tones here and there. So green, high tone. All right. So we can make some shinier parts on her skin. I think that was it. Yeah, and I think we're done. There we have it. Here, let's see if we can maybe do a little background. Nothing complex, something very simple. A lot of just heavy shapes. Alright, let's find some dark greens. Not feeling that. Yeah, not feeling that either. I think we'll just leave it like that. Let's see if we can add a drop shadow on this. Layer style. We got a drop shadow. There we go. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're done. I guess I might as well do a grand reveal now, a la Squidward. First, in order to do the grand reveal, I gotta actually tell you guys what her name is. So we'll go ahead and type that out now. And we have J-Ray saying, yay, lol. Alright, what font works best for her? Mayvillain? Let's see. Okay, let's change the color here. White. And let's resize this. Too many E's. There we go. But Mayvillain isn't the best. Yeah, that looks good. And we can go a little bit bigger. Yes, her name is Guyen, which is actually an Apache name which means female warrior. Which I thought was very fitting. FYI, I'm a big fan of name genealogy. Just so you're aware. Her name is Guyen, yes. Save that. And then 70 Rose says, my gosh, sorry I missed so much. Got a call from a friend I haven't talked to in forever. It talked to in over a year, so it took a while to catch up with her. And it's, ooh, I like the background. That was just me messing around, mostly with colors. I was trying to make it look like she's in a more jungle setting. But we are done. Her name is Goyan, and she is the Deathworld Veteran Agent from the planet Mahir. Yeah, so that's one down. How many more to go? I think about 12. Well, 11 because, well, 10 really. Because there's me, there's Servo-chan, and then, of course, Goyan. So, we have the rest of the Inquisitorial kill team to do. So, pretty happy with how she came out. This looks great. If I were more of a background artist, I would try to put a little bit more effort into that background as opposed to slapping some color on there. But this is Goya. Let's go ahead and add a... let's add a layer on here. We can change that. And add a drop shadow here to the name. So now I can reset this. There we go. That looks better. Alright, so let's figure out what we do now for about half an hour. Don't want to leave you guys hanging. Let's see if we can react to some new Warhammer news. I know for sure there's been a lot of stuff. Oh, looks like Raging Heroes came out with some new models. Let's go to react to that. Let's move this over a bit so that you can actually see it. And somebody wrote says, by the way, before I dropped out for a while, Hikaton as superposed. And she says, he did. And Rosario was art. You asked when the date is. When do you think we should get married? Maybe I can pass your suggestion on to my fiance, Lo. Well, definitely not sometime that is cold. I don't think cold weddings are any fun. Let's play around with the size of this here. There we go. Hekaton said, do it? during the fall slash autumn slash fall or spring. Any particular reason why, Hekaton? Yeah, there we go. Now that's at a good size. And 70 Rose says, lol, I agree. Don't like being cold. I think end of summer would be nice. Hekaton says, it's a season with the least rain. Summer can be a bit too hot. Oh yeah, I've been to summer weddings. Yeah, they're pretty bad. 70 Rose says, end of summer though. And Hekaton says, you want it either at the end of the season, typo. Okay, I think I know what you're saying. You want it near the end of either fall or spring. Tony Rose says right before fall. Fall can get cold fast though. Yeah, that's true. So I guess that's the time frame you want. Like just before fall. Not quite fall, like in that in-between. But yeah, it looks like Raging Heroes, Raging Heroes, they came out with a new miniature line. So let's go and check out what they got. This one seems to be based off of the Warhammer Fantasy, is it Cathay? Yeah, Cathay. I mean, Raging Heroes always does some great sculpts. Ooh, check out the, I'm guessing those are Dark Elves. It says Dark Elves of the Dusk. Let's lower the volume a bit. Snake Lady. Zenombra, mistress of the Coiling Court. I'm guessing she's supposed to be kind of like the what are those? The Age of Sigmar Sisters of Cain? Yeah, they're very snake heavy. Also very Medusa. 7 Rose says, plus I love the lushness of the green of summer. Oh, so there you go. I mean, seems like a good time frame would be fall-ish. Close to fall, but not quite. Hekaton says, been listening to the season 2 ending song non-stop recently, and it's been jammed in my head at 70 Rose. Season 2 ending song? I think I missed something there. Look at this guy. Zhao the Thunderous. Oh, there we go. Hekaton says, Season 2 of Apothecary Diaries. I was watching that very recently. It's actually really good. I hate the fact that the last season kind of left you hanging. I really hope there's going to be more seasons, because that will they, won't they, between the two main characters is killing me here. But I thought Season 2 ended really well. Ooh, look at this guy. Jesper Kyd of the Enshrouded Prince. Hopefully they show more details of him, because he looks pretty neat. Oh, he's got a maskless version. Jesper Kyd without mask, only for HeroesInfinite.com subscribers. Oh, hey, a little, I'm guessing that's a... Why am I forgetting the term? Jiangxi? I think it's Jiangxi? The Chinese, the Leapy Vampires. leaping/hopping vampires. So what do they call it in Chinese? I forget. Porcelain doll meow. Everybody says yes, Yangqi. Okay, good. I got that right. This actually is really neat. I like this one a lot. Peyton says what Visa said. Hecaton says, and they're super terrifying. Okay, do tell, why are they super terrifying? I mean, I know they're kind of like vampires, so obviously vampires are terrifying. But you say they're super terrifying. That means you know more about them. What makes them super terrifying? Because I mostly know them due to how they are depicted in a lot of supplementary media, things like Darkstalkers and whatnot. Hecaton says they may move slow, the ability to hop non-stop. Yeah, because isn't the whole idea, the reason why they hop is because they're stiff? Like, because not a lot of blood flow. Lao Shen. Why does that name sound familiar? This guy's pretty epic. Ooh, Mei Lin the Rebellious. Hecaton says they zoom through the skies, and the more powerful they are, they will outrun people on horses, and if not more. Hecaton says near invisible blinking hops to capture its prey. Ah, okay, so it's like almost like quick teleportation. But, yeah, before I forget, we will start again painting miniatures, now that we're done drawing, Goyen, the Deathworld Veteran Agent from here. So we will be going back to painting. And what I plan to paint... Oh, I'll wait till Hecaton gets back from the end wall. Oh, hey, the Monkey King! Jinghai Monkey Sovereign. Oh, here we go, a Dark Elf. Hold on, let's go back. Valindria, the Bloodthirsty. Now see, there's some red on that blade. Is it because she's licking the blood off her blade? Or is she cutting her tongue all the way down? I'll let you decide. Ooh. Ling Fu, Imperial Inkweaver. I really like the flowing effects on this one. And the scroll looks really nice. Okay, Ragia says, what did I miss? You've missed quite a bit. Hold on, before we continue, let's go ahead and show him what he's missed. So, Region, this is what you missed. We have finished with our Deathworld Veteran Agent. And it's Goyen. Her name is Goyen, and she's from the planet of Mahir. And Hecaton says he's back. Okay, so now that you're back, Hecaton, what I was trying to say earlier is that what I'm planning to do now that we're done painting Goyen is we're gonna actually go back to painting minis. Or at least we're gonna go back to paint a mini. And I'll be painting a mini that was given to me by a follower, one of my Varlets. He gave me Korosaru-kan, sorry. So Korosaru-kan was given to me, and we will be painting him. I have been eagerly awaiting to paint Korosaru-kan for a while now. And now that we're done drawing, we'll be painting him. So it will be my first White Scar paint. So keep tuned, or stay tuned, should I say, for the next miniature painting I'll be doing. Radion says, I did miss a lot. Yes, you did. Right now, we are done painting or drawing for the day, and we're just reacting to some miniature reviews. I saw that Raging Heroes are currently came out with their new line of miniatures, so I figured I'd check it out. And somebody Rose says, I like the artwork. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I think I'm very happy with how Goyen came out. Ragion says, that's nice. I was playing board games with my niece and brother, but the drawing looks fantastic. Oh, I'm glad you like it. And what were you playing? What board game? And the Hecate says, oh, Ling Fu looks amazing. So far, I'm really liking the Yang-Chi look-like, the one they call the Meow, the doll. I think it was Meow, or Mile. I think it was Meow. And then somebody named Rose says, I have to go again for another call, lol. Have a great evening. Hey, you too. It was fun chatting with you all. Yeah, for sure. Right, it says Expedition, the sequel to Scythe, or something like that. I never heard of that game. Any good? Were you enjoying it? Dagaton says, keep your fiancé happy and take care. Diana says, later, Rose. And say, Rose says, thanks. Hey, you're welcome. You have a good one. Enjoy your call. And again, congratulations. Radion says, I get it. They give you 5 metal tokens. They are really well made. Nice. I'll have to check it out. And here we got Zhao Wang. I think that's how you say that. Jiao Run? I want to say it's Zhao Wang. I'm not too well versed in my Mandarin. The Garden of the 9 Kingdoms. So you got the food dog. I think that's a food dog. Troops. Got the Jade Phalanx Trooper. That armor is really nicely done. Raging Heroes always goes all out with their models. Ooh, the Mistblade Syndicate Assassin. Ragyao says, these models look overall amazing. Yes, they do. Definitely check out Raging Heroes' stuff. Their models are bangers, for sure. I definitely want to get a hold of some of their models. I haven't been able to buy any yet. Hegaton says, a bit overexposed skin on the Syndicate Assassin. I'm guessing because they're Dark Elves. Usually the Dark Elves are a little bit more on the sensual side. Because I think at least in Warhammer Fantasy, both the Dark Elves willingly worship it. Oh, let me say that again. Don't the Dark Elves from Warhammer Fantasy willingly worship Slaanesh? Ragel says yes. Ooh, look at that tiger trooper guy, the Wild Guard. Is that a tiger? Yeah, I think that's a tiger. Actually, really cool. And the amazing centerpiece. Wow, check that out. The Cloud Fortress. Hecaton says they still look amazing. Yeah, they all look really good. I mean, I feel like, again, you can't go wrong with Raging Heroes. I saw the Jade Phalanx. Oh, I like that one. And check out all the different Mistblade Syndicate was. It looks like a paper zeppelin ready to shoot below. Yeah, that, what was that, the cloud thing was really good. Man, they really went all out with the posing of these. Like, their cloaks look so good. I really like the one on the left. One with the 2 blades. That's such a great pose. Additional Mistblade Syndicate and Assassin only for HeroesInfinite.com subscribers. Oh, here we got more Wild Guard. Yeah, I really like these tiger guys. Oh, check out the ones on the horses. Miss Walker's Cavalry. Man, these are our own horses too, but nowhere near as cool as the Dark Elf ones. Oh, here we go. The dragon. Sky Sovereign Shanglong. I don't like the face. He's really cool, but there's something off about the case. About the face. Hayton says, I know it says Mistwalkers, but it felt like water horses. Well, if you think about it, in a roundabout way, mist is essentially water. So maybe that's what they're going for. Hayton says that the dragon doesn't have that regal look to it. Yeah, it doesn't. It's something about the face that just doesn't work. Radiant says, I love all things with scale. With scale or with scales? Like more than one scale. Like scaly, like a dragon. There we go. Radiant says scales. Scaly. Ooh, check out the guy riding the dragon. Zhao the Thunderous on Sky Sovereign Shanglong. If they were placed ahead of that dragon, I would say this is pretty badass. I mean, it's just the coloring. Maybe the face needs a different color. Okay, mingling with the food dog is pretty badass. Hayton says, need a side profile on the dragon. Yeah, we're gonna need to see one. Yeah, the scenery looks nice. But that reminds me, I've recently found a really good board for Mordheim. I've been wanting to put together a Mordheim board, and I finally found some really nice terrain for it. And I'm like, oh, I gotta get that. Hekaton says, reminds me of bonsai trees. Yeah, they do. It's kind of like a palanquin, I think that's how you say that. With the gates and bonsai. Very beautiful. Do you have any scenery for the Dark Elves? Looks like they only had it for the Jade Empire. I'd say that was a pretty epic reveal. A very grand reveal. Okay, did Des and Dice make a new video? Oh no, that's a year ago. Let's save that one for later. Oh hey, Artisan Guild made a new video. Hecaton says, I actually like the Jade Guard, but the Chaos Sisters look good. Oh wait, hold on. Hecaton says, I actually like the Jade Guard. Region says, but the Chaos Sisters look good. Hecaton says, just wish I can have them with the Mist Horses. There might be a way to kit bash it together. Hopefully. When you say, Regan, when you say the Chaos Sisters, you mean the Dark Elves, the ones they showed there? Because if you mean the Dark Elves, then yeah, I agree. Unless you're talking about their line of Chaos Sisters? Yeah, Raging Heroes, this line of Chaos characters and Chaos models, is pretty epic. We've actually looked through them before. Regan says, yeah, I'm on the site. Okay, got it. Yeah, their Chaos Sisters are great. Yeah, the Chaotic Sisters. Yeah, those are really cool. Hecaton, a lot of models have inbuilt legs on the mounts, so you lose on the kit bashing's ability for them. Vice says, which of this release did you like best? I would say the Dark Elves. The Dark Elves were really cool. But I did like the Tiger guys. The Wild Guard. They were pretty neat for the Jet Empire. Okay, let's check out the Artisans Guild latest update. Their new release. Because I'm a giant fan of Artisans Guild minis. I love their detail work. But the Mist Horse Scouts, yes, they were really cool. But I actually liked the ones that were off the horses. The horses were great. But I really like the posing of the cloaks in the standing forms. And Regan says, unfortunately, I just bought the Battle Force of Thousand Suns, and next week is more Thousand Suns and new Space Wolves, so no models for me. Oh, that's okay. You know, just save it for later. Regan says, so do you buy the STLs from them or models or both? Unfortunately, right now I'm like buying their STLs, but I don't have a 3D printer. So I can't really do anything with these STLs that I am accruing. Hopefully I can buy a 3D printer at some point soon. And then I can start printing all these suckers out. But yeah, let's check out the Artisans Guild.
Paradise. Our Amex Platinum card got us.
Meet the ad. No thanks. J Ray says no 3D printer. Oh lord, lol. Yes, sorry. Unfortunately, 3D printers don't grow on trees. But if you would like me to have a 3D printer, then please consider supporting me here by subscribing or sending donations to my Ko-Fi at Recital US Art. Regan says, I'll buy you one so long as you print for me on demand. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. With a cleaning station. That sounds pretty good. I said, if you would like to support and get me one, you know, I'm open to deals. Hecaton says 2 months later. Let's check out this Artisans Guild video. Hecaton says, we can hear at Recitals Art, I have a plastic model addiction. Yes, I do. I had so many ideas. Ah, it's not fair.
In the dark swamps of Falgor, deep in southern Rotvar, dwell the fearsome lizardmen of the mire. Cold-blooded bipedal saurians, born of mud, mist, and hunger.
I'm a big fan of the lizardmen from Warhammer Fantasy. I really like their Aztec vibe. Though I think recently I've become more of a fan of the skinks. They're just so cute.
More savage than their Goldmaw cousins and leaner than the Frostheart kin of the north. These iguana-faced predators move in packs, launching ambushes from stagnant waters and shadows, armed with sharpened javelins and crude bone falchions. They obey no kings, only the law of strength and the gnawing call of hunger, which often draws them into savage warbands alongside gnolls, hobgoblins, and ogre.
I love how Artisans Guild is actually building a world around their miniature line. If you go to Artisan Guild's website, they actually have a full map with all these descriptions of their units. I don't know if they have an actual like game for their models, or if they had some kind of system. But again, I love their stuff. Ooh, check them out. Reggie says, please, Rosario, I'm only one man with limited monies. Me too. Why doesn't money grow on trees? Look at the iguana man. But it says there are full of other big makers out there that do that too. Station Forge with the new Station Forge Legacy and Beholder Miniatures. Yeah, I'm actually subscribed to Station Forge Legacy. I have a problem. Higginson says you and me both. Hackathons, dear God, it looks better than the GW range for them. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I am such a big fan of Artisans Guild. I cannot stress this enough. Artisans Guild makes some banger models. Liza says, I only just found out about them 2-3 weeks ago. So had some backlog. Yeah, I will stan Artisans Guild all day, every day. I love their line. Love it. Ragyan says they made Lizard Man look actually threatening. Yeah. Ragyan's GW lizards look adorable thing comparison. There's nothing necessarily wrong with the adorable. Like I said, I really like the skinks because they're adorable. I want more adorable little skinks. And lately I've been kind of falling in love with the goblins from the Age of Sigmar line, specifically the Gloomspite Gits, because they're adorable. I mean, they're so goofy that I'm like, okay, I kind of want to get some. And it does this. And here I thought Conquest models were good. Conquest models are good. But again, I love Artisans Guild. You gotta check out their stuff. You have to. Hecton says, glad to see another company stepping up to the plate. But says, if you like that, have you seen Twin Goddess meetings? Gaz and Rodent Arts for Goblins? Yes, I have. Yes, I have seen all those. I follow all of them. I love their gobos. Ragyan says, yeah, I think it's my evilness, but I need monsters, not pets. Yeah, monsters are great. Like I said, I love the lizard men. I also love some cuteness too. And my guess is that's heresy. Only Godzilla's in my lizard races. Hey, I'm not gonna knock it. Like I said, I do like these guys too. I do like my big lizard men. My big dinosaur-looking lizard men. These iguana ones look amazing. I just also want some little cute lizard guys. But it says Twin Goddess Goblins are super adorable, especially the ones with tails. I haven't seen the ones with tails. I've only seen the regular ones. Let's see if we can get through this before we're running out of time here. I just realized how much time we have left. We don't have a lot of time left. Oh, check out Triceratops looking guys. Is it Triceratops or more like, what do you call those? Horned lizards? Like horned dragons? Terraguana. And Hamilton says, yes, replacement for Quigors. Yeah, these are really nice Cossigor replacements. Because I think Brossigors look kind of boring. They're just alligators. Hamilton says the current run of Crocs aren't good. Yeah, exactly. They're just alligators. Oh, Terra Wyvern riders. So they're riding pterodactyls. Yeah, I don't think GW's lizard men, do they have any flying units? I can't think of any off the top of my head. God, check out the leader. I don't recall any either. And Ragel says yes. Granted, I'm not a big fan of the Seraphim. Ragel says, I don't know in minis. 7-8, sorry, Visa says, or Sarah something. Yeah, I think it's Seraphon. Hecate says, yes, skinks ride a pterodon. Oh, okay. I guess that's what in the lore they do. I love this guy. Look it up. He is so cool. The ultimate Larry Lord's name. Lately, I find the lizard man using the flint/bone weapons instead of metallics, like iron and stuff. I guess this belongs to a skink on terrain. Isa says very. Okay, that is awesome. Raya says pterodon and tic-tac-toe. Yeah, they always do the sexy ladies. This is, oh, since STOs are on the brain, have you ever looked at the Archvillain stuff? Yes, I have. I like Archvillain, but I don't think they're as high on my level of appreciation as things like Artisan's Guild. Gridmaker is another one that I put really high up there. Raquel says, so is there something wrong with me if I thought that was hot? There is nothing wrong with you. Hector says, I'm not a big fan when people give lizard men boobs for no reason. The one on the left had the feminine look already, so you don't need the big booba. Or give it booba. I agree. Yeah, I actually like the one without the boobs over the one with the boobs. And like you said, it had the very feminine look to it, and I thought it worked really well. I reminded a lot of Godless Slayer with the female lizard girl in that one. Again, says nothing wrong, man. Some people have personal preferences. Exactly. Look at that guy. Look at that big monster. I hope they have a version where one of the leader units is riding it. Raguel says, I actually do agree. I like the slimness because that's how I imagine lizards. Yeah, I think it really will. It really works well. There we go. Agatha says, right, armadillo? Yeah, it's kind of like an armadillo. It's like an armadillo lizard. Oh, I love the weapons. Kato said, like, right now I can imagine Space Marines wielding greatswords. The forearm mounted bolter. Ooh, for ads. Oh, I'm sorry. It looks so threatening. I love it. Yeah, these are great. These are all really, really good. I really like the Shaman one. The Shaman one was my favorite. The Lady Lizard was really good too. Oh yeah, they always bring back these like sort of throwback ones. This like weird insect man is pretty neat. Might be like a proxy for what are they called? Tyrannosaria. Region says, I need my models to embody my aggression and rage. Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. Values says, reminds me of the Umber Hulk from D&D. It might be that. It might be inspired by that. Hamilton says, and I'm back from for a minute of ads. Yeah, sorry. We just finished it. But you can check out the Oris and Guild stuff. Their YouTube channel is called Andrea Taravella, which that's the main creator of the game, or at least the models. He's the main modeler, and I believe he's also the one creating the lore. But yeah, definitely check out their stuff. They have My Mini Factory, and they have their own website, aka what they call the Guild Hall. So definitely check them out. I support them. They take my money. But all right, I think with that, we are done for today. It's been a lot of fun, you guys. I have enjoyed today. And again, be ready because next week we're back to painting minis. We're going to be painting Korsaru-kan, the leader of the White Scars. But before we go, let's go ahead and now raid somebody. And then Regular says sad to being late. Hecata says, do you are doing a 6-hour stream? No, I'm not. I'm actually ending it right now. We only do about 2 hours. Fortunately, I don't have enough time to do very long streams. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and check out Andy Chul. He's a drawing streamer, and he's got some stuff on Instagram. But let's check out his stream. We're gonna go ahead and rate him. But yeah, it's loading. Varlets, if you like what I do and would like to support, please consider subscribing to my Twitch channel or donating to my Ko-Fi at Rosario USR. Or if you missed an episode, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, which is also at Rosario USR. And again, stay tuned because this month we just started. In 2 weeks, we will have the next Rosario Rants. I'm working on the script right now. I'm eagerly awaiting presenting this one because I feel like this is a good topic that I'm working on. Again, thank you very much for everybody for coming. It's been fun. Thank you very much for witnessing me draw my one of my characters. I can't wait to show you more about her and maybe more characters that we'll be presenting. And Ragion says, paint Chaos White Scars as intended. I will be painting those eventually. Don't worry, that will happen. But again, thank you very much for everyone for coming. Hekaton, thank you for the stream. J. Ray Henry says bye. Hey, thank you for coming. It's always it was a pleasure meeting you, and I look forward to seeing you next week. And then Ragion says, all right, bye. All right, take care, everybody. And this is Rosario US signing out from the Grindar future. Bye, Varlets.
Mi compa el envidioso. A la verga.